Welcome to Speedway, Episode 8, Part 1. It's the USA versus WA Sprintcar Speedweek.
Well, it's 41 degrees today here in Perth, and we're off to the Perth Motorplex at 1:30 in the afternoon to watch the Sprintcar Speedweek round number 6 in the Late Model Nationals. Let's do it.
All of us here at the Perth Motorplex for round number 6 of the Sprintcar Speedweek, also night number 2 of the Late Model Nationals, and round number 3 of the Esslinger Engineering. A triple crowd here at the Perth Motorplex. I interviewed some drivers earlier on, and this is what they had to say.
Brock Zierfoss from the United States. Brock, it's not your first time at WA. Had some success in the past. This year, probably a little bit frustrating. You've had heaps of speed, but a little bit of bad luck.
Yeah, this year, last year was just kind of wrong place, wrong time a lot and getting caught up with cars. But this year's kind of the same. We have speed, but we were dealing with some engine stuff. So kind of the second half here, we got the engines kind of tuned up here. John Weatherall lent us a motor to run. We ran that for 3 nights. So we got a different motor in tonight, gearing up for the Classic. And yeah, it's exciting here. Got Danny Lasowski with us here for the rest of the trip. So it's exciting to get Danny here. We had some speed here on Wednesday when we tested, so excited to get going tonight. Hopefully we can have a good show.
How did the dude get here? Who got him here, you or did Sean grab him?
Yeah, no, Sean rang him and asked him if he wanted to come over and hang out. So yeah, it's good to have a legend, in our pits and somebody that I grew up watching racing. So it's I got to race with Danny a little bit, and yeah, it's good to have him here, giving some mentor tips for myself. We're always trying to learn and just having some knowledge on the race car. It's all about teamwork here, and Danny brings a lot of knowledge to this deal. So it's good to learn and try and get our car just that little bit better. I feel like our car is good enough. We just we want to be one step better. So Danny can provide that. Yeah, so it's good for Brenton and it's good for everybody here to listen to what Danny has and how me and Danny work together, and with Brenton involved too. So everybody's here working together, just trying to get better, like I said, and hopefully we have a good showing tonight.
Obviously, we have a great racetrack here, facility. You go to Bunbury, but during the week, what kind of the things that you've been doing with the team for just relaxing, because you've got to enjoy yourself way here?
Yeah, I did the whole touristy thing when I first came over my first year. So just kind of been in the shed, just working away, and with Danny coming here, we're just kind of going over everything and making sure everything's perfect. So it's a little bit more of a work trip this time, but parents came over this year, so they've been doing kind of some things and got to show them around a little bit too. So it's yeah, kind of a day or two off, but it's all about winning. So we're in the shed making sure our car's right, and hopefully it is tonight. Hopefully we're on top of the podium. Yeah,
well, it is the last chance you got to get up there and grab that checkered flag, mate. We wish you all the best, and thanks for coming out. We really appreciate it, because the fans love you here in WA.
Yeah, always love coming to WA, love coming to Australia, period. So the fans here are great. It's great to see what everybody here is doing for the sport. It's really becoming popular over here, as you can tell, and everybody here at the Motorplex, Seven, just everybody that's involved in the media side, just kind of promoting sprint car racing over here, is really getting the fans involved. And I know the international side back home on our end, they're really tuning in, so they're doing a great job here. Hopefully it keeps growing. We can keep making these events bigger. They deserve it over here. So the fans are great, the racers are great, and yeah, I love coming over here. So hopefully the Karen family has me over for years to come, and we can keep continuing to win.
Cheers, mate. We appreciate it, and good luck for tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
With me now is the crew chief for the Napa Auto Parts number 49 for Langdrigan Motorsports, and mate, working with Brad Sweet must be a bit of a dream come true. You've worked with so many good race car drivers. They have a World of Outlaws champion 5 times here, current champion here in the pits at the Perth Motorplex. Must be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal really to get the call up. His guy Eric couldn't come, and Landrigan's gave me a call, and yeah, I jumped at it.
What's the kind of things that Brad likes in a race car? Does he like it snug, fitting good? Does he like it fast? Shocks. What does he concentrate on?
Probably all of the above. Yeah, he's pretty intense. He knows exactly what he wants. Very, very clever guy. Yeah, thinks about it a lot and knows what he wants.
When you go to different racetracks, obviously Perth Motorplex changes every night we go there, and then you go to Bunbury. A lot of changes with him in the car when you first get to say Bunbury. Track surface is different, the shape's different. Do you change a lot in the car from here?
Not really. A couple of little things for Bunbury, but we changed a fair bit the first night when we got here, and we've got a good base, so yeah, we'd pretty much just fine-tune it from there.
Now, Melvy, Brad seems like a real patient driver, obviously years of experience. Doesn't look like he's rushed to do anything. From time trials to the feature, how's his poise?
Nothing phases him. I haven't seen him get phased about if we haven't qualified the quickest or anything. He just gets out there and races. He knows he can get the job done, and yeah, nothing. I haven't seen him get flustered or phased at all.
The racing here is a little bit different, obviously, for him. World of Outlaw style. He does elbows up week in, week out with the guys. He comes here and races people he doesn't know, except for a few of his own Americans. Has he said much about the Australian races?
No, not a lot. He's a fair bit of praise for Callum and a few of the other boys, but yeah, he's enjoying it.
Seems like he's enjoyed his trip, not only at the racetrack, because he missed his first round, but he's done fantastically well and probably been in the position to win all the rounds, to be honest. But off track, looks like you guys have had a good time too.
Yeah, he's having a holiday with his family over here, so it's been pretty quiet. I think he's enjoying the downtime.
All right, Melvy, well, good luck for tonight. Hopefully Brad can finish on a high and get another Speed Week win, and hopefully he can get back here next year and do it again.
All right, thank you.
With me now is car owner for the Sean Curran Enterprises, number 95 of Brock Zierfoss, USA driver. Sean, you've been doing this a long, long time, but the smile on your face says you still love doing it.
Absolutely. Quality people. It's great to be involved. Sprint car racing's in a really good place in WA right now, and we just want to be part of it. So yeah, really happy to be here.
You don't race all the time, all year round, but you concentrate on these kind of events. You put a lot of effort, a lot of money into it to bring Brock out and the people around. You've also got a special guy on the crew tonight.
Yeah, we've got a special guest tonight. He's joining us for the balance of Brock's tour this year, and it's great to have Danny back with us.
Yeah, Danny the Dude Lasowski, he's no slouch coming behind the wheel, but also racing WA for you many, many years ago at Claremont Speedway as well, so it's a great bond there. With Brock coming back year after year, it becomes a good bond for you guys.
Yeah, look, Brock's part of our family now. He's part of the team. It is actually the team. And yeah, just the opportunity to get Danny 24 years after he was with us the last time to come back and be part of it again was special.
Now, last night of Speed Week, Brock's had a bit of bad luck. He's had super speed. Tonight might be the night.
Yeah, look, we're just putting our effort into it. It's another race. We're halfway through our program. We just really want to do well, put on a good show for the fans, and yeah, just get a result.
Well, on behalf of all the fans, Dirt Track Nutters, we'd like to thank you, Sean, putting in the effort of what you do, because if you didn't do what you do, we don't have as good a time as we do and see the Americans come out, so we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be part of it. Thank you.
With me for Langdringen Motorsports and Napa Auto Parts, number 49, Brad Sweet, 5 times a World of Outlaw Sprint Car driver. Brad, I'm just going to say straight up, how's your time been in WA?
Yeah, it's been good. Got here on the 28th, raced right away. We raced 4 times, we've won 2, and finishing out here at Perth, final night of the kind of our little tour that we did this year. Had some good times away from the racetrack too with my family. We've gone to the water park, the beaches, been out on the boats, got to check out Rottnest Island. So Perth has a lot to offer. So it's been an enjoyable trip. Weather's been great, and just looking forward to closing out on a good night tonight.
On the racing side of it, you've been in a position to win nearly every single night. A couple of things, bad luck maybe. Have you adjusted to the Langdringen Motorsports race car compared with your own back home in the racetracks in Australia?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're contending for the win, so that's good. I mean, we had some mechanical bad luck, I guess you could say. Bunbury, the fuel valve came shut on us, and then the other night when we got the caution there, with Callan, we were battling for the win. But all in all, it's been pretty good. I mean, there's always room for improvement, but that's anywhere, and it's definitely a little different than at home. But we're right in there. We're getting better every time we race.
Now you've got the high limit series coming for yourself back home. Some of the things that you see in WA, are you able to look at that? Some improvements, some that not so, and bring it back to your own series?
I think anytime you go to the racetrack, we're always looking at, especially when you're in a new, unfamiliar area, we're always looking at what they do. And I definitely like what they do here at Perth. I mean, it's an unbelievable facility. All the fans down here before the races, the flags at all the different, trailers to show representation, and just a really first-class facility. So obviously we can't do that everywhere, but high limit's definitely in our group, we want to, help take sprint car racing to the next level. So we're always paying attention and focus on the little details. So yeah, it's been nice. It's been neat to see what this place is like. It's been neat to race here, and looking forward to getting home and getting that high limit season started.
Something that some fans won't really concentrate on because the racing's so fantastic, but I saw you talking to my brother. He's the chief steward here at the Motorplex, and you were having a chat about the good and bad and what the Australians do, or he does, and some of the stuff in America. It must be a little bit hard to adjust to that kind of stuff, the way that the different series is run.
Yeah, I mean, I've been racing a long time, so I'm pretty used to, understanding the differences and the little nuances that are different in areas, and what's kind of more common in Australia that's different in America. But honestly, over here at Perth, they run a really efficient show, and they're pretty laid back here. It's not overkill with like some of the other tracks I've been to in Australia. So I mean, it's different when you race in Pennsylvania than California. Just as much as it's different than when America and you come to Australia. So at the end of the day, we're racing sprint cars at a really high level, and we all love what we're doing. So I think we all have the same common goal, is just to come out here, put on a show for the fans, have some respect amongst each other, and and at the end of the day, have a beer and enjoy ourselves.
We've had some fantastic Americans over many years here. Kinzer, Wolfgang, Schatz, now yourself. You've got a great team of Americans with you. But the buzz in WA has never been as high as it is. Do you feel that? And what is it like with the, contact back home to the States of their buzz saying, we want to come to Perth and have a look at WA?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think there's some buzz here. I think that it all comes from the hard work that Gavin and the crew, and everybody's putting in here over a long period of time. It doesn't, these things don't happen overnight. People are select about where they go and race, and Perth's a long way from a lot of different places. So, to get Americans and star power here, it's you definitely have to be doing something right. And I think they are. I think, more and more people are starting to see that, and I think there's definitely excitement growing on, what the potential future holds at Perth and the Motorplex here, and for all of WA, really. If we can get some more star power, from America next year, to kind of showcase what's already here. There's a lot of great drivers and a lot of great teams already here in WA. So just really fun that what the potential is. And yeah, I mean, I've never been here, so I don't know what the buzz compared to years past. But
you're a rock star here.
But obviously, Rico, I know, firsthand that Rico's a big draw. Obviously my accomplishments in America and fans that haven't been able to see us race, it's going to definitely draw some extra eyes, and that's what we're here to do, to help grow the sport, and honestly just really enjoy racing, and I get to have my family here and kind of make it a holiday too. So it's cold in America, it's rainy, so it's nice to come out over in the sun and enjoy ourselves a little bit.
It's really cool to have you here, mate. On behalf of the fans, that's what Dirt Track Nutters do it for. We just want to thank you for coming over, making the effort to come to WA, because a lot of the eastern states people think it stops at the Blue Mountains, and racing doesn't. West Coast is the best coast, that's what we say over here. Thanks for coming out, mate, and we appreciate your time that you give all the fans and all the people.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
With me now is Corey Lyson for Monty Motorsports. Corey, how have you found your trip so far to the one that you did last year?
It's been a little different. I always, it's hard to, do better. We won 4 times last year, I think. So expectations get really high, and, you want to do good, you expect to do good, and you should be doing good. So I feel, we've been there every night. We've been fast, we've been quick time, we've been, run up front, starting in the front row or front few rows, and I feel we've been really fast. It's just dumb luck that's caught us out, or something going wrong, something breaking, just a weird year, and it's not, unfortunately results don't show the true testament to the team and what they've done, but I feel like, we got another night here to try to capitalize on it.
Bit of frustration setting in, but hopefully that doesn't dampen your time in Western Australia. I know that you love it here, the weather turns it on. The Monty Motorsport team put a good gear in and over the car and all that kind of stuff. Tonight's going to be a different night. We had a thunderstorm last night, put a bit of water into the track, and it's going to slicken off tonight. Suit you. Any other plans with the race car that you haven't really tried in the last 5 nights already?
No, I mean, we've been really close. I think we just kind of honed in on, something that was really comfortable for me, and something that we felt was really fast. We were, we just kind of, might have overlooked something, and, it kind of caught us out, and that's really kind of all that's been this whole trip. But for the most part, we've been, like I said, we've been fast, and I mean, we're really not going to change much. Like I said, we just fine-tuned on things now, and I feel like we definitely have a package to go out there and do good.
One thing I've noticed watching from abroad, unfortunately I haven't been here, but I've been watching it on Clay Per View and stuff, that you American guys, you're not so stressed on time trials as probably much as some of the WA people are. They put the pressure on themselves to get a good time trial in. You guys want to be thereabouts, but more comfortability in the car is probably more important.
Yeah, I mean, every time you go out there, you got to be fast, and I mean, time trials does help, but yeah, you can't let time trials ruin your night or determine your night. You just got to take what's in front of you and work on what you can and what's in your control right at that time. So time trials is important, and we try to go quick time every time we can, but at the same time, if not, it's fine. We can just come back. We know what we need to do. At least we can work on the race car and get better in the heat race and put ourselves into a dash and work from there.
All right, you got a driver's meeting to go to, mate. Welcome back to WA again. Hope your stay's been awesome, and thanks for coming out. From the fans' point of view, we're really happy that you come and your fellow Americans put on a show for us.
Yep, thank you.
With me now, you could say Rico Abreu or Elvis Presley, one of the two. You've been so popular here in Western Australia, Rico. You must be having a fantastic time. Hard work with all the fans, but a good time.
An amazing trip. To round it off with race number 6 here in WA. I'm just super thankful for the opportunity, from the Motorplex to Luch Monty to Mick and Carl Dowling to everybody associated with our team. It's just been an amazing trip. We got to spend a little time in Bali and here to round it off in round 6, and gonna duke it out with everybody tonight.
Now, was Western Australia, or is Western Australia what you thought it was? Obviously promised a great trip, the track's awesome, all that kind of stuff, but when you actually got here and started performing with all the race guys, it must be surreal to be here as well in Perth.
Yeah, just very beautiful here, and the weather's been amazing. Just a pleasant time for us and my team, to come from the States here and just have this luxury trip. It's hard to put in perspective just the performance that we've put together, let alone just the trip overall, with racing at such an amazing facility here at Perth Motorplex and Bunbury, and to cap it off with hopefully a solid finish tonight is what we're looking for.
The buzz around you here and the rest of the Sprint Car USA team has been phenomenal. We've had some great races over the years, but you guys have come in and the buzz is massive. But the buzz back in USA is pretty big too.
Yeah, I'm just super thankful for the fan base that I've grown over the years here, and not getting to watch or to race here much, but to follow the racing, and then to come here and be present to the fans is, and just to understand how much growth my fan base has been in the last decade, and Australia, from Western Australia to Eastern Australia, and gonna make a trip to Melbourne here on Monday and go run the Classic. I'm really looking forward to that, and just just spreading ourselves out here in this beautiful country.
On behalf of the fans, mate, that's what Dirt Track Nutters do it for. We thank you for coming out, spending the time with us, and the money, and glad you sold a heap of merchandise so I can pay for some of your trip coming out. But we thank you for coming out, mate, appreciate it, and hope you have a good night.
Thank you, thanks.
Well, tonight it's round 3 of the Esslinger Engineering Triple Crown, and with me now is Caden Brown. Got a dream drive coming over here for Graham Jones Racing into WA again.
100%. It's been really special to come over here for Graham Jones and the whole 4 team. Obviously, I've watched them do plenty of laps with various different drivers, and they're always up the front. So I know when we roll out tonight, we're going to have a really fast package, and just hopefully I can deliver on my end of the deal, and hopefully we can get up that top setup.
When you drive different people's cars, how hard is it to communicate what you want in the race car to like Graham and the crew to get you comfortable?
It is tough, Firstly, obviously, you've got to get comfortable in the actual car itself with the seat. I am pretty fussy with it. I want my steering wheel, my seat, and my pedals and all that stuff. So first I've got to do that, and they've been really good at getting me comfortable today. They work real hard in the heat to get me comfortable, and I'm pretty simple when it comes to my car. I like a tight car, and just hopefully it doesn't want to flip over me, just nice and stable. But yeah, we've got obviously hot laps and 2 heats tonight to get it right, and we'll keep working on it every time we come back in, and hopefully by the time we head out for the feature, it's real good. All
right, mate. Well, good luck for tonight. Hope you have a good run in the Graham Jones car. It's a legendary family in WA, and hope you're doing proud.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
It is night 2 of the Nationals here at the Perth Motorplex. Unfortunately, night 1 didn't go to plan for the Motorplex with the rain and thunderstorms, or for this man right here. Tell us, Jamie, what happened last night?
We just heard an engine. The first seat of ours, it was just on the gas the whole way and just burnt it down. It probably didn't respect the engine enough and didn't let it breathe and beat up on it too hard and it let go.
Now, all day in the heat, 41 degrees here, would have been fantastic in that workshop of Waz's, trying to put a new engine in.
Yeah, it was a bit warm. We got there early. I was there at 7:30, myself and Jared and Bradley, and we got into it and got it all done by, I think 10:30 we were all packed back in the trailer ready to go again. So, yeah, not too bad.
Now, the Nationals isn't won on the first lap, so you can be back in the field a little bit. Patience is going to be the trick tonight with the wind, 41 degrees, going to go slick. How confident are you in this engine that you just put in?
Engine-wise, I think it's not going to be an issue. It's the same little crate engine that we've been running, half a season when we haven't had the big motor in. But the way the point system is, you drop a heat here, which I didn't even go in. It makes it hard. So I think I'll be dead last in my heat tonight, and probably at the back of the B main, and then we'll try and obviously make our way through. But as long as we can get into the A main, anyone's in with a shot once you get there. So I'm not going to give up. We don't give up. So we'll just have a go and see what happens from there.
Double duty tonight. Street stocks are on. That's going to be a great thing for the Motorplex. You guys put on a fantastic show here with the street stocks as well.
Oh look, the last few years, the streeties have been here and it's been fantastic racing. I am absolutely junking street stock around this joint, but I had one good year and then since then I've really, really struggled. So we had a really bad night with that last night, tagged the fence and busted a rack, and the boys have fixed all that up. So we've changed a few things tonight and hopefully we can get a bit better and get a result with that. I think the same thing, I'm probably going to be in a B main in that as well. So it's going to be a busy night for me, but we'll keep going.
Jamie Oldfield just said he's junking a street stock around the Perth Motorplex, which means he's probably going to win. Now, mate, best of luck tonight. Nationals is a pretty cool deal. We've got some great drivers here tonight to share it with us as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a stacked field. Anyone can win it, and it's tough competition from the front. It's probably a good 12 guys a chance of winning this thing. Obviously, Kai's super fast at the moment. Apart from him being the standout right now, anyone else can do it. So it is going to be tough. It's going to be an awesome night. Obviously, Scarterfields have put some money in to the Channel 7 deal, so it's going to be live on TV and stuff like that, which is awesome, not only for Speedway but our division as well. So it's good to see guys like him supporting late models and obviously our team. And I can't wait for the racing to start and see what happens.
Well, if you look at Jamie Oldfield during the pits and walking around, he'll have these up in the air before he even gets out in the car. Good luck, mate, and hope you do well tonight.
Thanks. Cheers. Cheers, Dirt Track Nutters too.
With me now is the merger contracting driver for Scott Chatwin, Chris Coyle. Now, Chris, you've been very fast. You've been right up there a lot of the races, but bad luck is still continuing for you.
It's hindering this season. I've probably like 5 DNFs there to start with, so no good for the championship points. So I think we're just going to focus on one night at a time now. That's all we can do there.
Now, with nights like Speedweek, the extra pressure comes, I guess, the talent comes in more, but you've got to be right on from time trials to the end of the feature. You can't really slouch in anything.
No, and you need to be in the right mindset as well. So just sort of ticking all the boxes during the week so everything runs smoothly on race night to keep the driver happy, I guess. So the crew do their part, I do my part, and we'll have a good night.
Used to like really hooky racetracks back in a while ago.
Yeah.
Now that we have generally big slick racetracks, you've changed your track craft quite a bit, and obviously with your dad and stuff, have learned how to run that fence line pretty well.
Yeah, I think the start of my career I was probably a bottom feeder, I guess you could sort of say, but we could run the bottom pretty well. But it takes a lot of confidence at this place and just laps to be comfortable running that close to the wall at that speed. So I think the last probably 2-3 years it's definitely come to us, and can sort of rip a good lap around the top now and sort of not hit the wall too many times, but it's going to happen. You got to go to 11 to find 10, as I say, but look, we just need to qualify right tonight, and then we'll be at the front of the heat race. You get at the front of the heat race, you're in the dash, you're at the front of the feature race. So I think we've sort of just missed qualifying that little bit, and we've missed the invert pretty much all speed week, and we've just been behind the 8 ball at the start of the night. So bring back the Australian title format, to tell you the truth, where qualifying means nothing. That'd be nice, but we seem to race well, race well all night. Just sort of hard to get a good qualifying lap in to start your night. That's probably what's hindering us at the moment. So try some new stuff tonight and see how that goes.
With the qualifying, I guess if you do, like you said, get a good qualifying, takes a bit of pressure off because you're already towards the front. Bad qualifying puts you at the back in the, say the B or the back of the A. So you've got to get your elbows out straight away on a racetrack that might not actually be able to handle that straight up, or your car's not going to handle that with a fuel tank and all that kind of stuff full. So mentally, how do you go into a feature race? For you at the moment, when you're starting sort of 15 to 24, do you say I've got to go straight away, or are you trying to say keep patient, keep patient, keep patient?
It's a good question. I'm pretty impatient on the start. I'll be poking my nose under the car in front on lap 1 and trying to get a run on the main straight going in the first corner. And the other night it was just a chain reaction of things in front of me. I had my nose under the car in front and bang, 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 and I copped it and went over and didn't even get to do a lap that night. So the next time I was like, all right, I'm just going to cruise here for a bit. And then Caden Manders was behind me and he ripped around the top and I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, I just want to finish.
You can't win.
Nah. And then he passed 11 cars and got the hard charger. I passed 10 cars and we finished where we did. But it's a tough one. Obviously don't know what's going to happen in that first corner. There's been a few incidents here on the first corner lately from drivers you wouldn't sort of think that would spin out as well. So anything can happen. So starting that far back, you kind of need to be in that tuck position for the first corner. And and I've also started inside or outside makes a big difference too. So a lot of times I've been on the inside where you sort of just run it in pretty hard on the brake, hug the curb, trying to miss all the carnage, and then try and walk it upstairs after that first sort of couple of laps to see if that's the fastest place to be and start picking them off. But different story. Start on the outside, then you rip the fence in the first corner, and who knows what's going to happen. So it's a tough one, but like I said, just need to qualify that bit better and go at the front and you're racing with the good guys. So I got caught up in lap traffic with the good guys the other day and I just sat in behind them and that was it. Like, we got the pace, it's just in the wrong part of the racetrack at the start. So we'll get there.
All right, mate. Well, good luck for tonight. It's Speedweek final, so hopefully you can get on the podium with these superstars that are racing here at the Perth Motorplex tonight.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Obviously, big night tonight, being the last night of Speedweek, and then we back tonight to wash, and we'll load up our trailer tomorrow, and the boys leave Monday to do the King's Challenge and the Classic and Aussie title, so looking forward to that.
Well, pretty spoilt there, so I'm sure there's some people that you like to thank on your t-shirt, on the car and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously Scott for giving us the opportunity at Merger Contracting, Asphalt Recyclers Australia, OTA Logistics, Curb Doctor, Dunning's Fuel, everyone on this car that chips right in, Mannington Toyota, Bruce Avery Transport. It makes a big difference to allow us to do what we can do.
I love guys that can rattle off their sponsors and they don't have to go, hang on a second, and look at their cars. So well done, mate. Good luck for the night.
Thank you. I had a bit of a flinch then. I was going to have a look, but remembered a couple, so there you go.
Well done. And elbows up, this beautiful hot weather. See what the track does and see what we can do tonight.
Yeah, love this weather, so hopefully it's an advantage.
When they talk about legends in sprint car racing, there's no bigger legend than Danny the Dude Lasowski, multiple-time Knoxville Nationals winner. Danny, you've come over here with Sean Curran, Sean Enterprises car with Brock Zierfoss. I see you keeping an eye on Brenton over there. Good to have you back in WA, buddy.
It's great. It's been 24 years since I've been here. It's hard to believe it's been that long, and being able to come here and see this facility is second to none. You know, Knoxville is obviously near and dear, and I think it's the best in the world. This is coming close second, I can guarantee you.
Did it live up to expectations? Obviously, you heard about the place, you've seen some photos and all that kind of stuff, bit of racing on TV, I assume. But to come here and actually see it?
Correct. I mean, I've watched it on TV, and it looked like a really good facility, and it raced well. But come here and seeing it in person, second to none.
I guess you asking Brock if he can jump in for a few laps would be nice.
Yeah, he won't let me. He keeps blocking the entrance, so I can't get in there. He's doing a great job. You know, I got here Wednesday and we got to be able to test with him a little bit. And again, I'm very good friends with Sean Curran. He's a great guy. It's who I won the Classic with, and he asked would I come over and just lend a hand. And in the wintertime now in Florida where I live, it wasn't any racing, so I said, why not? Let's go over here and see the races.
You brought some perfect sunshine
Absolutely
with you today.
Beautiful, yes.
Now, Danny, you'll bring to the team a lot of experience, obviously. You're more known for a guy that runs the bottom. This track's generally up top, but at night like tonight with 41 degrees, it'll go slick, and the bottom could come in when they groove that up a little bit. What kind of advice will you give Brock during the night?
The only advice you can give him is go where they're not. So if they're running and knocking the fence down, we got to go somewhere to pass them, and that's what we plan on doing.
He's got a lot of speed, had a little bit of bad luck.
Yep.
The racing here in WA stepped it up, even probably before, more so even when you were here.
Yep.
It's not easy to come here with your fellow Americans as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of competition, with Rico Elias and obviously Brad Sweet and the locals. I've seen on TV. Everybody here has really stepped their game up, and it's a good race and a bunch of quality race car drivers, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
All right, mate. Well, good luck for tonight with the team.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back to WA. We hope you enjoy your stay, and we'll see you back when you come back for the next year.
Perfect. Hope we get to talk again.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers, brother.
Don't forget to subscribe to the DTN YouTube channel not to miss any action. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our show sponsors: Comex Civil, Redline Race Cars and Roll Cages, A-Steel Powder Coaters, Brewware Incorporated, Cash for Containers, Coverall Sheet Metal, My Race Setup, Oval Track Diecast and Racing Collectibles, Ultra Tune Morley, and Michael Holmes Racing Performance Parts.
I take it on the infield normally in turn 2, but I thought I'd go down to turn 3 to show you a different perspective on the infield. So he's doing everything from the outside because pay-per-view are here, Channel 7, they all do a fantastic job, so there's no use me doing the same thing. I like to get on the infield, show you just a little bit more up close and personal, and the drivers, what happens if they have a crash and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm in the infield. I know some people don't enjoy the infield as much, but to me, it's just a totally different perspective of racing. Esslinger Engineering, Triple Crown Speed Cars, round number 3, heat number 1. has. And late models do it all the time. So I'm just going to show you right now, Smoke and Joe Chalmers and Jason Oldfield, side by side, pretty much the whole race, never touched each other. Late model's pretty awesome here at the Perth Motorplex tonight for the Late Model Nationals. I interviewed Jamie Oldfield earlier on with that blown engine. It's right at the back of the field in this one, so let's watch the 51. Well, that's not quite what we meant. Yeah, got caught up with Abby Pickering then. Restart with the 51. Let's see what he does this time. Rocket Rod Massara hasn't had the greatest runs at all this year. Had a bit of bad luck. Got down in the dumps a little bit a week or so ago. Didn't think he was going to be competing for the rest of the year, but had a friend that he'd lost along the way as well. So glad to see him back. Rocket, 21 on the outside. Let's see what happens on this restart.
JD Jack and Trent Pignan. So you got time for a word?
Yeah.
Well, Trent, tell us what happened in your point of view, buddy.
Got a pretty good start there, and I know everybody's going for it at the first turn there, and JD sort of tagged me and spun me, but I'm sure he didn't mean to. It's like I say, it's heat of the battle, so here's what it is, mate. We'll move forward, and hopefully he's all right. It was a pretty big dump, so hopefully he's all good.
No worries. Thanks, mate, for talking to us. Cheers, bud. Great to see JD Dack out of the car. This is our track chaplain, Terry Dorrington, takes JD onto the infield. Battle between Brad Sweet and Brad Maiolo. Sweet wouldn't be happy with the car at the moment, I wouldn't have thought. Went backwards in that one. But the man in WA, the W3, Callum Williamson, what a drive, great start to Speedweek round number 6. Wormel, a bit dejected, obviously. It's put a bad start for Speedweek round number 6 for him. Went from the bottom to the top and not much held him there. But glad he's okay. His car's a little bit worse for wear, but Mitch is just getting his breath and he'll be alright. Well, with the rain last night, the thunderstorms we had on Friday night washed the race meeting out, and then we've had 41 degrees today with a bit of a crosswind, so track's a little bit tricky. I'm not going to blame the track for any of this stuff because the guys did hot laps and time trials and all that. It's just a really careful racist track at the moment. Taylor Milling had a great run around the outside. But it brings the two Americans, Corey Eliason on the outside and Rico Abreu right onto the second row now. skipped out on that one. It was a good battle between Corey Eliasson and Rico Abreu, but I think the talk in that one was the 99 of Jamie Maiolo. Jamie's had a few years off, and you know, it's been a little bit quiet, but I tell you what, in the last round or two, he's really come on strong. The Milite Missile is back. Jason Kendrick gets interviewed behind me. He won that heat. He's been struggling so much this year in the Triple M 92.9 car. They'll be wrapped that they got that heat win for night number 6 here at Speedweek, and hopefully Jason can keep it rolling and do a good job for the night, because that team's been working their butt off. They've been here every single night that Motorplex is open to do some testing in that car to get it right. Shout out to Caden Manders as he goes past me now. Just got out of the W60 sprint car and straight into the speed car. And I'll tell you what, 41 degrees, I wouldn't be on to be doing that, so like he's a fit boy. Esslinger Engineering Triple Crown, heat number 2 for the speed cars.
Motorplex are turning it on. Might be too good too early, but time will tell. But great racing by the speed cars in the second heat there. Kate Mann checked out, so that was a bit boring for him, but the racing through the pack was fantastic. Street Stocks heat number 1. Bit eager on the start from the 3. See what the Chief Steward does. So my nephew gets penalised, wasn't even his fault. Oh, how that didn't wreck? I have no idea. Great jump to start again. Turn 1, Callum Williamson Fan Club. Oh, it's getting feisty. Taylor Milling's got left rear flat out of that incident, and he will have to come infield. Brad Sweet's going up and telling him, hey dude, infield. This is your B dash. Brock Zierfoss along the outside of him. It's a Triple M. Number 11, Jason Kendrick. Row 2, Dane Kingshot, Rico Abreu. Row 3, Caden Manders and James Inglis. Now it's supposed to be Maddington Toyota corner, but I think it's Dickhead Incorporated at the moment. Richard Hathaway getting his big lens out. What's going on, Brewster?
Mate, I've got the spots. You've got to get the
Oh, yeah,
Sappy, mate.
all right.
Got the Maddington
Yeah, that's
Toyota
good.
there. Yeah,
what have you got on?
We know that you've been to the snow country,
Oh,
mate.
wow.
They come out like a snowman, seriously.
Oh, it looks like you blew me.
No, I'll wide you, mate.
Yeah, it looks like a blowout to me. Just like my guts has been.
I don't know with blue bulls, but seriously, they don't come out blue.